So on Night of Illusions, Magician of the Week, today we have a special couple, and this is a couple who has been with us, who has been on Night of Illusions back in 2016. So they are new to us. But for you audience, definitely they are going to be new, because we're going to ask some questions which are related to their career. And stay tuned with us, and let me introduce Thommy and Amélie Tass, the Clairvoyants.
Hello!
Hello everybody!
I guess.
So thank you Thommy, thank you Amélie. It's nice to have you back after 2016.
Thanks for having us.
It's my pleasure. I mean, thank you for taking the invitation once again to be back in Sri Lanka. So one of the most important things I want to start asking is, I saw you guys back in 2015 in Italy, Germany. I was actually very lucky to walk into the theater when you guys were competing.
The moment.
That moment, that exact moment when you guys were competing for the World Championship in 2015. It was a standing ovation. Right? People were like clapping like crazy, everybody was so crazy about it. And for all of you who don't know about this, they managed to win the trophy after 30 years. For 30 years, there was no winner in mentalism. They had second and third place winners because there's a specific number of score you have to score to get a win. You guys made it. How did 2015 FISM change your life?
I mean, it started. It was a lot of steps, and that was one of the big steps. And it was really nice because it was also acknowledgement from the magic community, because there are like 3,000 magicians in the audience, not like a normal show. And they also liked it, and they said, okay, let's give Thommy and Amélie this prize, the world champion. And it was a huge honor from the magic community. And you know, we are always working on so many things, and that was a big step. And then it was like step by step going to where we are right now.
And I think then after that in 2016, the Magic Castle, the Academy of Magic, awarded you all the best stage magicians.
Yes.
And that was, I think, were you the first in Europe in mentalism?
It was the first couple, and from Europe and mentalism. And if you don't know the Magic Castle, it's like the the mecca of magic.
Universal Studio of movie. So it's Magic's premier house. Magic Castle is one of the bucket list items for any magician, and these two won that trophy as well. Stage magicians, like the other contestants or the other previous winners, were people like David Copperfield and so on and so forth. The big names you would ever hear in magic.
Yeah, it's like the Oscars in the magic community.
Definitely. So, I mean, as I said, when I saw you guys, I definitely knew we should have this couple in Sri Lanka. And then it was very nice of the two of you to come free of charge to Sri Lanka back then, because they came to raise funds for a charity in Kandy, the cancer hospital inside Kandy. So even at that moment, I knew, something should happen to these guys. And you went on to America's Got Talent after that.
Yes.
How did that change your life?
That was a roller coaster. That was in 2016, and we were there for almost a year, performing week after week, and it was amazing. It was great. We had the chance to create a lot of new acts, and the judges liked it, and the people at home liked it. For us also, it was a test how do American people react to what we do, and they really loved it. And so we managed to make a second place in 2016, which again was for us phenomenal. Very easy,
And it's great. We loved it, and we still work with America's Got Talent a lot. And it's like, everybody.
I think before you say anything, I need to tell something. I think they hold a record on America's Got Talent. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think the two of you are the most performed on America's Got Talent. Am I correct?
Yes, we performed 11 times altogether on America's Got Talent, because they invited us so many times back. And just this year we did 2 shows with the America's Got Talent, the champions, where they put together a show with like the best of the best. And yeah, it looks like the American audience likes what we do, and we also like to perform for them, because it's always a challenge. You always have to create a new act, you always have to step it up. But we like this challenge, and at the end it always works out, and it's a great time.
And it was also a great chance for us to get known by the American people, and so right after America's Got Talent, we started touring through the United States, and we still are, and that also is a very nice thing.
Yeah, like all over. We started in New York, probably New York, and then to Vegas, Los Angeles, and all cities all over America.
Yeah.
And it's great, and it's also great that now here, I mean in Sri Lanka, we are bringing this show for the very first time
Yes.
here.
Exactly.
The very first time in Asia. Yeah, and it's great that people are coming here and watch our show. And, yeah.
So I happened to also visit you in Singapore when you were part of the Illusionists. And they were headlining even at that time as part of the Illusionists. And now what you see is the Clairvoyants Live is their own show. So that's 90 minutes of Thommy and Amélie, purely mind reading. And it's really a challenge when it's mind reading because people are used to illusions and magic.
Mhm.
But when it's mind reading, it's very intense. It's very, it's very touching. So the audiences tomorrow are really going to see something really new. This is the first time in Asia. Asia tour starts in Sri Lanka, which is a big honor to Sri Lankans. And I need to correct something. When you guys said the Americans loved you on America's Got Talent, it's not the Americans, it's the whole world that right? So much so. I know there were so many Sri Lankans who voted for you. And I remember one time you were saying you have a big follower base from Sri Lanka.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
So a lot of people are liking them, engaging. Once recently in a rural place we found someone who said, the Clairvoyants are going to be in Sri Lanka. We were surprised. So that much of spread is there.
Wow, yeah.
The whole Sri Lanka definitely loves you.
That's so nice.
So tomorrow night, it's again a record, I must say. In 2016, when we had Night of Illusions and when Thommy and Amélie were part of it with Sean Farquhar, that was the first time we sold more than 800 tickets. And that record is broken this time by selling more than 1,200 tickets for a magic show and a mentalism and illusion show for the first time once again by the Clairvoyants. So they've been setting records even in Sri Lanka.
We are so proud.
Yes.
And
Thanks for all your support.
Yes.
it's my pleasure because I would love to see. And definitely the last question I have for you guys is there are a lot of magicians who are watching this from Sri Lanka, probably from Asia as well. You started as a magician.
Yes.
So two of you together, now you've made the stages across the world. You've been a Broadway hit. You've been on The Illusionist, which is the largest magic traveling show in the world. You've been on America's Got Talent. You've been on Magic Castle. I can go on. You've been a world champion. What advice would you give the youngsters?
I think the most important thing is always really to do something, to go out there and to perform. And when we started, when we worked together, we performed 400 times a year, but not like big shows like we will have here tomorrow, like everywhere, for family, in school, and we took just every second and every chance where we can perform to just do it, to learn it, to train it, because that's the only opportunity where you see if the people like it or not, And with every failure you have, you maybe get another solution how to fix it, and it will always help you later when you have a paid gig or when you perform somewhere and something is going in a little awkward or wrong direction. You already know what to do because you had this situation before when you practice it in a smaller group. So performing, that's the best to improve your magic, your style, your character all together.
Sorry, one question that I forgot to ask you was,
Okay.
so it's not the last. Like you've been to Sri Lanka in 2016, obviously. You managed to go down to probably the beach, Kandalama, Sigiriya, Kandy. How do you like Sri Lanka?
The variety is so great. You can have the more city style and beach style, and then you have the rainforest with monkeys, which we loved. We stayed in a beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. And that was crazy for us because it's totally different world for us,
Yes. We don't have
We
monkeys.
don't have
in
monkeys
Austria.
or
Just in the
elephants
zoo.
or
Yeah. So we really loved it, and the people are so nice. Everybody makes you really feel welcome and very helpful, and yeah.
So would you come back again?
Yes,
of course.
absolutely.
And I mean, I heard the show is full, so maybe there are some more people want to see the show. You never know.
We might have problems once again. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for tuning with us. We have Thommy and Amélie all the way from Europe. Who more can we have in Sri Lanka? So, once again, thank you very much for being on Night of Illusions.
Thank you so much.
And we hope to see you again, and we wish you all the success in your future.
Thank you, Yasas.
And all the best
Thank
to you, and
Yeah.
thanks for everything what you do for magic in Sri Lanka.
Thank you very much. That means a lot. That really means a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure.